Before I get started, there's going to be some profanity in the video, so if you have any children in the room, please pause the video and get your big kids out, or put your headphones on. Now that you've unpaused, you know the drill. Ah, man, I'm trying my best to contain myself every time I look at this piece of work by the name of Keairra Woods because of what the fuck she did. If for those of you who've been living under a rock, this is the same heifer who in Texas thought it'd be a smart idea to leave a 2-year-old child unattended on a stranger's porch and takes off running without even checking to see the child's gonna be fine and the child was safe and sound and all that jazz. And yeah, so thanks to the backlash, and then they identified the bitch. First, they thought it was the child's mother, but turns out she's a friend of the child's mother. Well, some friend she turned out to be. So now she's on Inside Edition. If you want to look up the link about Keairra Wood's interview, you can go ahead. But I mean, I can't even bear to watch it because she just pisses me off to no end. So let's get started on the article. Woman who dropped toddler off on front porch says everything blown out of proportion. Don't you mean everything was blown out of proportion? But continuing. Spring, Texas, the woman seen leaving a 2-year-old at a stranger's doorstep in a video that went nationwide is telling her side of the story. Keairra Wood says that she was doing a favor for her best friend's aunt, who is the mother of the little boy. So she says this was all a misunderstanding, and she would never leave a child at a stranger's house. Well, that certainly contradicted it that night. So 2-year-old Rose Simmons was caught on a doorbell video being dropped off at a home in the Spring area by Woods, and it turns out that it was the house next to the home of the child's father. So the video shows that Woods only waited with the child for 8 seconds on the front porch before running to her car. So there's a little video clip that you can watch. Watch the fuckery unfold. Well, it's actually right here. Okay, we'll watch that.
Eric Barajas, only on 13 Eyewitness News.
Tamika, deputies put this video on social media. We rushed out here to the neighborhood where it happened. Want to get right to that video. Already so many of you sharing it online. This woman you see with long hair holding a 2-year-old.
Look at this. Look at this bitch smiling.
Ring the doorbell.
And
she knocks feverishly.
Took out running. Poor little baby, all confused and
alone, abandoned, pretty much confused. You see him look back and forth at her. He appears to wonder what's going on. Deputies say the boy is 2 years old, but they don't know who he is. They need your help to figure out also who she is. It's believed she's in her mid-20s to early 30s. She has multiple tattoos on her right arm. Good news in all of this, the little boy is okay. We know he is with CPS right now.
All right, let me pause. Hit the back button. Yeah. So Woods says there is an explanation. She tells the boy's mother that she asked to drop him off, claiming the boy's stepmother has a restraining order against the mother. It's funny. The mom gave a completely different story. First, she was in the hospital, but then she tells her friend that, well, I mean, from what she claims, but we shall see. But continuing. Woods says that she has never met the stepmother, the father, or visited their home, so she was relying on GPS directions at the boy's mother, who was on the phone with her to get her to the correct house. I followed the GPS, mind you. I'm still on the phone with her, so by the time I get to the house, I say, well, I pulled up to the house and said, okay, and she said, okay, get out the car and get his bag and go to the door, said Woods. So she said the mother should have known that it was the wrong house because she described the cars in front of the home, and by the time I get to the door, I rang the doorbell. I still have him in my hand, and I say it's like 5 cars there out here: a red car, a black car, and a white car. 5, but you just described 3 different. I'm continuing, and it's like a 2 rows and 2 rows of cars. So I'm guessing that's what it is. And And that should have let you know that I was in the wrong house because your baby daddy don't drive that many cars. Okay, so I ring the doorbell. The lady walks halfway to the door, and that's when I took off running. The only reason why I took off running because it was chilly outside. I didn't have no sweater on, so as you can see in the video, said Woods. But then Wood says the reason she left the child alone because she was avoiding the interaction who she thought was the boy's stepmother who was coming to answer the door. No, she told two different stories because the first one she tried to stick her guns to was it was cold outside, but people debunked, especially I know people who live in Texas, and I visited Texas, especially around October. It ain't that cold, bitch. But continuing, and yeah, no, that's about it. So yeah, and now she changes her story that she wanted to not interact with the mother. I'm like, you're acting like as if she put the restraining order against you, but let's say for shits and giggles. But she's just lying through her fucking teeth to try and cover her fucking ass. But the thing is, though, she doesn't want to take responsibility whenever she fucks up. This is one prideful ass bitch. I say yes, have some pride, but here's the thing: when you have fucked up, when you know you've done something wrong, you own up to that shit. Look, I can be hot headed, I can be foul mouthed, but here's the thing: when I say I messed up, I messed up, and I'll admit I messed up, and I'll do it, and I'll make sure not to repeat that same fucking mistake again. But I mean, in this case, this was no fucking mistake. This was her just being fucking stupid and a piece of shit, and just being a careless bitch. Okay? Because I, for one, wouldn't if I was held responsible to a 2 year old to a child, especially a 2 year old. I'm not gonna leave that child out of my fucking sight. Okay? I mean, the thing is, though, now she's in deep shit. She's now facing felony charges of child endangerment. And she's getting all angry and antsy because she's getting drugged through all over the fucking mud. And I'm glad your ass is getting put on blast and you're getting fucking drugged. Because even the father of the child has said, like, she could, I mean, like I said, what if that one, that the woman who, that this bitch who dropped the child to that neighbor's house, that stranger's house, what if that person was a pedophile or was some Jeffrey Dahmer type scumbag, one some Jeffrey Dahmer type thug, a Ted Bundy, a Ted Kavinsky type motherfucker? You know, what if that was the case? This was a pedophile. She didn't think about that. Or what if that person who was that stranger was a good person was not home, and after she left the child alone, the child could have end up wandering the streets, getting ran over, getting kidnapped, and also too. And what if Coyote grabbed this poor child? Okay, and of course, and they got snakes. And actually, I mean, what if? Just what if? She didn't even think about that. But she's trying to best to try and defend herself, trying to make every excuse in the book. But of course, this shit's not gonna fly in the courthouse, and that shit's not gonna fly with the fucking judge. And obviously, they're gonna throw the book at her ass, you know. And obviously, she's the type who has done a lot of wrong, but was never held accountable. That's the fucking problem. She's like, she kind of, how she kind of reminds me of Cardi B. Whenever she fucks up, she doesn't want to take responsibility for shit. That's who the fuck she kind of reminds me of. Heck, I wouldn't even be surprised she listens to that bitch's music. Huh. Oh boy, but I mean, I'm glad that baby is okay. But you know what? And I will say this to the, and then the mom. I was getting to the mom. She was saying like she was in the hospital, and then the friends telling a different story. But let's say for shits and giggles. Um, and apparently it said it's turning out it's not true with what the mom in the mom's case about her not being in the hospital. And apparently the father the parents are in a custody battle. Judging by the way things are going, looks like dad's gonna get the kid, and I think it would be for the fucking best because I said that the kid is with the child's mother, but now with everything what's transpiring, which I'll keep you updated. Ain't looking too good. And look like daddy gonna get the kid eventually. But if the mom was in the hospital, I would say you need to watch who you leave your kids with, and you need to pick better friends and watch whoever the fuck you befriend these days. Huh. All right, comment, subscribe, give me your 2 cents about this situation.